Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to NinjaTrader Live. I'm Tracy Shuchart, Senior Economist, and here are the headlines while we were away. First, we had some clarity on that outsized initial claims number. If you remember that the claims were 263, expected was 235, but it looks like this was due in part to a big rise in filings in Texas, which had a storm-related filing deadline last week. And so the labor market is not weakening at a faster pace, at least not yet, and we have some clarity on why that number jumped so much. If we look at, we also had that CPI report. Just some notable things within that report. Year-over-year changes, we had gas and utilities up 13.8%, electricity up 6.2%, used cars up 6%, medical care up 4.2%, food away from home 3.9%, shelter 3.6%, and transportation 3.5%. So a big jump in a lot of the things that you need, and some of these, of course, like food and shelter, the Fed doesn't count. But still, sticky inflation for sure. We also had the household net worth number out, and it rebounded in the second quarter as stock prices climbed to a fresh high. Household net worth jumped $7.1 trillion from the previous quarter, or up 4.2%, which is quite a lot. So, a lot of this was due to the S&P 500, as well as the value of real estate holdings, which increased $1.2 trillion. So definitely not bearish for the markets, and we did have seen the markets rally pretty much all afternoon. Then another fun fact that came up, we had gold just surpassed inflation-adjusted record set in 1980, which means, so in 1980, we topped out at about $850. That equates to about $3,600 in today's dollars, and we topped that at $3,672. So gold is overbought, but still on a run. In other news, we have the open meme stock is up 64% today. This is due to the company announced a major management overhaul, appointing Shopify's COO as its new CEO and bringing back the co-founders, Keith Rabois and Eric Wu. And they also announced $40 million in a capital infusion, but that chart is wild if you go take a look at the open chart. Then we also had a 30-year auction, whereas yesterday's 10-year auction, I gave it A+. I would give this one a C. The 30-year was awarded a high yield of 4.813%. This is higher than the current yield, which means we're having to, investors are wanting more to take these bonds. And demand was, I would say, fair to slightly soft. We did see bond yields pull back after that auction a little bit, but they have since then given up some of, or bonds have given up some of those gains and are retreating a little bit. But overall, the auction conditions do remain cautious. Again, it's still higher yield than the current yield. And so we will keep an eye on that. You know, we've talked about before where people don't really want the long end. So where they were willing to buy the 10-year, they're uneasy to buy the 30-year still. And that was the news while we were away. So I will now hand it off to Leo and Stowe for Trade the Close.
Leo. Hey, brother. Leo's muted. Nope, still muted.
Should I stay muted just for fun?
That would be cool.
We just do the whole show I'm muted and you have to talk to me and you have to read my lips.
That would be fun. Do you want to do that, chat? Are you cool with that?
The market's muted.
The market, the market's doing Wedge City up here. Coolest wedge in the game.
I hated wedgies.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Hey, my brother came. They busted that out earlier when Nick and Chris were on this morning.
Oh my God, that's great. That's great.
Finally, the show can start.
That's right, over leverage trader. Good morning. Good morning, chat. Hello.
Good morning.
How are you doing
Get
today,
a
brother?
like. I woke up at 2 a.m. with a throat that felt like it was in a city of glass. So the sickness
in a glass case of emotions, maybe.
The sickness that's been running through my family has now found me. That is less nice.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
So I had a stern talk with my wife this morning. I said that this is unacceptable.
Listen, lady.
Listen, we can't be doing this. I sound like I usually do. Great. That's good. I hope I sound good tomorrow because I definitely want to trade with PAX at tomorrow's open.
Yes, you do.
So I don't know. We'll see. Me and XY are supposed to be on after PAX trades the open. And in case I don't feel great, Stowe will be on in my place.
Yep. So we get to find out if I get to go to the driving range or have to be in my office. We'll see. We shall all find out together. That's right, Shield Guy. I am the super sub. Plug me in anywhere. Ready. Always ready. Leo, did you trade this morning? Or were you working?
Me this morning, I traded a little bit. I made very little money, honestly. I didn't really catch any great moves. And then I left the chart because Arval in the 80s with price at all-time highs and really not doing much just doesn't get me. It doesn't really get me going.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, those two things are precisely what get me going. So for those reasons, I have been partying all day. And aside from eating a quick salad and petting some cats, I've just been sitting here chilling. I have been being productive in the afternoon, though, as price has gone nowhere. I'm about halfway done cutting that episode. How about that? So that's fun.
Have you been, to use the word the kids use, shilling the new episode drop?
I did shill.
morning?
Yes, I did shill quite a bit.
Okay.
Honestly, by accident, I was asked those questions. So I don't count that as a shill if it was initiated by others. It's only a shill if I'm dropping it on people and they didn't ask for it.
Is it a shill if it's just like freely available content?
Yeah, I think so. I think the
still
kids
a
would still
shill?
consider that shill.
We still can't talk about it.
Oh, we can talk about it. It's just shilling. Just realize that you're shilling, and then once you let that feeling go, you can shill all you want. That's how you get to the next phase of streamer boy, Leo.
You have to be so comfortable in the cringe that you don't even realize it's cringe anymore.
That's right. You become the cringe.
Okay. So what were the questions that were asked this morning?
Oh, like where can we see more info about how you trade? Where's Leo's playbook? Everybody always asks that question. Like it magically disappeared one day and no one knows
Where are the
where to
hats?
find it.
Where's the playbook?
Where are the hats? What's this blue and red thing? You know, the usual questions that we get in the morning. Yeah. But yeah, and then I talked about, because I came on and took over for Nick and Chris. So yeah, I talked about that we were recording last night and stuff, and that we had a fun time. It's fun with 4 people. It's a little
That
more
was
of
a really good conversation.
yeah.
And you, if you're watching,
Oh,
you'll be
not me.
able
Okay.
to plug into that in less than 5 days. Less than 5 days.
What is today? Is it Thursday?
It's the 11th.
Okay, okay. Which is Thursday, right? I'm all
It
mixed up
is,
this
yes,
week.
correct. So it is Thursday.
Okay, okay. Cool. Cool. Just
So
checking.
the website will be up, the playbook will be up, the podcast. We're going to release two podcast episodes at once, because the first one is just, it's an introduction, and then the second one is the one we did last night. And then there's going to just be a stream of content that's, talking about Stowe's view up bands, XYZ's dead body, setup, not the dead body. We don't talk about that.
Nope.
And then Nick for the tick. He'll talk about how he gets his ticks. So that'll be fun. It'll be a cool place where we can just like shove, a central repository for kind of what we're up to.
I had a fun joke I wasn't able to pull off with Nick today, and I really regret it. Do you mind if I try it now? You can tell me if it was going to be funny or not.
Yeah.
So he said Nick for a tick something that came up in some way, and I was trying to make a joke. Is there a Nick for a pip? That's the Forex alternate Nick that we don't know about yet. But I didn't get to make that joke, and then they left. Nick was a little frustrated with the PA today. He got stopped at the low, which blows. So
That
was that
does
funny
blow.
or lame?
Um,
I think I know.
I'm going to go with lame.
All right, cool. Fair enough.
But let's see what the chat says.
Sean didn't like it.
Yeah, I would have kept that joke to yourself, Stowe.
Listen, Sean, the thing about the whole thing that we're doing is I can't keep anything to myself. It would negate the purpose. So Leo's stuck with it. You're stuck with it.
Stowe, you can do better.
I know. I like to throw, it's like a quantity thing for me. I like to throw a couple things at the wall, get it working.
Well, if you have to ask, that's what they say. All right,
Dad
now
puns
that
are my thing, Sean. CJS is on my side. I know. I got people in here to back me up.
we need to get some likes going, because it looks like we have 60. That's not enough.
Oh, wow. That's hardly any.
That's disappointing. I mean, I know the range sucks, but you don't have to penalize us for that.
We don't make the market. Or wait, I can't remember. I forget.
I think when you say something,
practicing.
Stowe, you have to know what you're going to say before you say it, potentially.
That would involve a lot of foresight that I have not been using at all for this.
I want a whole stream of Leo only reading chat comments, nothing else to see.
I did take a lot of questions today, so we can keep that going. Today was chat day from 10 to 11.
Oh, did you just talk to the chat the whole time?
Basically, I mean, I just had 2 lots on, and I'm just trading ES, and it's going up and to the right. So I didn't have a ton to, get weird about.
And we have the same situation now.
Yeah.
Except that NQ is 40-ish points from all-time highs. So I guess the question is, are we going to get to the all-time highs before the end of the day?
Yeah. Isn't that the question?
You guys should really have called it only flows instead of painting the tape. It's not too late. Is onlyflows.com available?
Only flow. I mean, that seems like more of like what we could. I mean, maybe we can do that hip hop side project we've been talking about and call that Only Flows.
Right. Beatboxing?
Yeah. Can you beatbox?
I cannot.
Damn, I got really excited for a second. What's this dude doing? Is this 30 seller just like the happiest seller of all time up here? He's just having a great time. This is also roll week too, so I don't know if I can expect this to extend much more. And it's Thursday.
I mean, the chat says we're going to extend.
That also makes me nervous. No offense, chat.
Guys, 100 likes is not going to work. Like, we have to get more. At least 200. I'm rolling on Monday, probably.
Yeah, it's been Monday the last couple quarters for me as well. You just do volume based, right?
Yes, I
And you
will.
always back adjust your charts, right?
Is that a trap?
Well, I know you're not feeling good right now, so I thought maybe I'd try to sneak some sliders in, see if they get
You're
past
not
you.
sneaking anything. You're not sneaking anything.
All right, all right.
Let's see what the volume is doing in the December contract. NQ.
Strangely,
September.
Ninja prompted me to roll NQ this morning. I didn't, but it told me to. I thought that was interesting. It did not prompt me to roll ES, but it did want me to roll NQ.
Yeah, that is odd because you contract, which is September, has 375,000 contracts traded. And the Z contract has 14,500.
Can't wait for Z. Z's my favorite one.
Stowe loves the Z.
I love
so,
the Z.
We're not even close to being time for contract roll.
Okay. Yep. Do you guys know what the hell we're talking about? If you do, that's good. If you don't, we can tell you what it is. Hey, John. How are you, buddy?
There are lots of different ways you can control the roll date. In Ninja.
Josh doesn't know. Okay. Actually, I'll ask this. I haven't asked the production staff to do anything today. Production staff, can you put a poll up for me and ask the lovely chat, do you know what rolling contracts means or not? And if more of you don't know, then we will explain it. If more of you do know, then we'll just leave you to yourselves and we'll just keep riffing.
Stowe will explain it because I explained it on Tuesday. And we talked about back adjusting and non-back adjusting and what all that means.
You went through your back adjusting thing?
Yes.
That's my favorite when you have to explain things over and over again. It brings me great joy. Let's see. I know what it means, so I'm going to click yes.
I clicked no because I want you to explain it. Come on, chat. Hit no. Change your answer.
Oh, what is back adjusting? Now, that's not a question for me. That's a question for the big cat. He's the back adjust pro.
You don't back adjust your contracts, period.
You just don't do it.
You don't do it. Is it when you go to the chiropractor? Yes.
Oh, driver trades. Nice one, dude. So good. You can call me a chiropractor because I'm big into back adjusting. Wow.
Joe guy's like, let's not start this debate again. He's had enough. He's like, bro, Leo has explained this 400 times. I don't want to hear it again.
It's true. It do be like that.
Leo and fake price action is my favorite topic.
Right,
hey, if I'm going to be known for something, it's going to be my stance on back adjusting your charts.
Doing all the way down here.
I'm more of a back tester that needs a back adjustment.
68.25. That's what we're going for, baby. Excuse me. Get this out of here. I'm going to put this at 67. We'll front run it by just a touch. Ooh. It's getting happy. New high would be encouraging. Mr. NQ, do your thing. Right, this 92 guy has been.
Dom question: do you use static or dynamic? Can you perhaps clarify what you mean there?
Static or dynamic depth of market?
Composite trader, isn't that the great thing about the show is sometimes you don't actually know, did Stowe say that or is it just a Stowe clip?
That time I said it out loud because it would be encouraging.
Oh, okay. In NinjaTrader, static. Okay. I don't use the super DOM. We're trying to build a DOM that's more in line with what we're looking for. So TBD on that, but I don't.
Yeah.
It's nothing against NinjaTrader. Just to be clear. But if I had my DOM on Auto Center, I'd probably lose my mind before I lost my money.
Yeah, for sure. That would be painful. I got a little too excited. It's early. Yeah, so when we talk about roll week, like the thing we trade, futures, has quarterly contracts. As those contracts expire, there's a week in time, or like 2 weeks when it really starts, where the volume begins to shift from the month that we're in now to the next month or the next quarter. And right now we're shifting from the September expiration to the December expiration. And the best way I ever figured out how to understand what futures contracts really were is like, if you think about it, like from a farmer's point of view, they're trying to figure out like, how their whatever crop they're growing or whatever is going to be, worth down the line. And so that's really what this is. So if you look at like the December contract for NQ right now, it's probably going to be a little bit ahead of, where we're at the moment. And so it's just a projection of where price is going to probably be in the future. This week is important as independent traders to kind of get out of the way. It's for me, in my opinion, because I use order flow, and that is, market orders, delta, things that are moving the market. And on the week or 2 weeks where they're split in between two different contracts, my edge is in my brain. My edge is split too. So I try to take it easy, especially starting Monday, and just do, more price action stuff, less reliant on the DOM, less reliant on Delta, because I don't know. I have less information about those positional ideas than I would normally, which is already even still quite a little bit. So
because when people are moving positions from one contract to the next, they would be, let's just say some institution is long a bunch of S&P 500. Yes. They would sell in the September contract and then they would buy in the December contract.
Yeah.
That's not like theoretically, yeah, I guess it's new natural buyers in the December contract, but they were already positioned, right? It's not so it's just like it's not actually, sometimes things aren't always what they seem during roll week when it comes to looking at the delta of the volume between bid and ask.
Yeah. And I'm not looking at both at the same time. So like if I see like a giant seller show up and I haven't rolled yet, if I'm looking at September and I'm like, whoa, there's a big seller up here. It's like, yeah, all right. Well, maybe there's a big buyer in December contract right here too. Like I don't have the slightest clue. It's much easier when most of the volume is chilling on one contract, and then order flow becomes a little more useful in those situations. It's not fake, Jacob. It's real. I mean,
It's real.
people are doing business, but the
People are doing business.
doing business. Yeah, it's not fake. None of this is fake. These orders exist. I feel like that's come up a lot in the last. People will be like, "Yeah, this is spoofing. This is fake." It's not. It's not fake. These exist, but
It's funny that a lot of people think that just because somebody puts 100 lots on the NQ order book, that's immediately a spoof.
yeah, like if they put 100 lots on and then pull them, that's not the intent. That's not spoofing to me. Spoofing is like high frequency, like advertising quickly. Not necessarily something you're going to catch with the naked eye. But yeah, I don't know. What's that kid's
Fractal,
name?
what price are you spoofing? Let's watch it.
Okay, go ahead.
Give
We're
us
about
the
to see.
price.
We're about to see how much Fractal has in his margin account. Go ahead.
Come on, Fractal. Put it on. The order book includes all orders that go to the exchange. CFDs are not part of the exchange. Spoofing is illegal, but you have to remember that the rules on spoofing are more intricate than just simply putting 100 lots on and removing it.
But Fractal, if I find out that you're spoofing right now, I'm calling the cops. Don't think that I won't dust off my narc card. Call the cops right now.
I'm spoofing in a sim account. Can you see it?
Citizen's arrest. Yes.
The cops will say, what? He was spoofing the market.
Okay. Nobody
ES
look.
ES is tickling.
Nobody look.
Oh, I'm going to say it. ES is going to all-time highs. Newer highs. Newer. It's going to happen.
Like these.
We're going to break out, chat. I'm doing reverse psychology so that the market comes down.
I know.
But I think it's not going to work because it knows that I'm doing reverse psychology on it. But now that I said it's not going to work, it's going to work.
So you've reversed, double flipped the psychology.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Okay.
We have to get them very confused.
We did peak that high, but not.
Back adjusted all-time highs.
Whatever. I don't know why I'm acting like I'm gonna get out of this trade.
Hey,
I'm not.
You cannot bait me into a short. No. So the market goes up. That's not very kind.
Reverso. Nobody needs to short. I mean, you can if you want. I don't think that anything is a good idea up here, though.
Reverso, why don't you short?
You could do it if you want to.
I mean, it looks like it's going to work. Market's going down. 5 ticks. Look at all this beautiful buy delta.
Yeah.
Some would say they've never seen buy delta so beautiful. It's the most beautiful buy delta we've ever seen.
So yes, this is buy delta. Do you think there's this much sell delta on the December contract?
Check.
I can't. I'm not doing that.
Let's check.
I'm just kidding.
Duplicate. Hope this works.
Do it.
I probably broke something.
Don't break it. It's frozen.
Is it frozen?
I don't know.
12. Let's see. Can you have the website?
Of what?
What website? Can you be specific?
There's a lot of websites. PNW.
I think we broke the December contract actually. The beautiful buy delta is on the December contract.
Oh wow.
Hang on, I'm refreshing. Hang on. Yeah, we broke the December contract.
Hmm.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me blow this up.
There's some zeros aren't supposed to be here. Oh, you know what? Is this just the difference?
Oh yeah. Yep. Probably.
But it's not. It's
not
messed
doing
up.
anything.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to close it.
Yeah.
Here's my beautiful yes chart.
Have you tried turning it on and off again? Oh, nice. Those are some good colors.
These are Ninja's. Well, some of the Ninja's standard colors. I mean, ES's breakout, honestly, is just a thing of beauty.
I agree.
Back tested the week mid this morning and just, wow.
Yep.
The level that I drew last time we were on stream, we actually used this level as an example. Oh, this is NQ. As an example of the back adjusted versus non-back adjusted. So look at that to the tick. I didn't trade it, so I mean, whatever.
No, you can still touchdown dance about it though. That's in the rules.
I don't do any of that
You sure?
business. Yeah.
We could start.
No.
All right, fair enough. Do you want to see your hard work in the death of ugly chart right now? Would this make you happy?
Yeah. Let's see it. Let's see it.
There you go, homie.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Who knew a chart could look good?
So we have the current month, and we are riding this top band. We are in a monthly uptrend in NQ.
Chat,
nice.
Look, this deserves some likes. Can we get just at least 50 likes?
Yep. And then this little guy inside of the monthly, that's the weekly, my friends. And guess what? We're in an uptrend in the weekly too. Do you know what that means? Double uptrends.
Double rainbow all the way.
Yeah, all these little news wicks came down to pretty nice spots. You see, we retraced to the other side of the weekly yesterday. Popped out of that. And then today, what was the news today? I forget. CPI today, wick down and then right back in. So,
Chill guy, I happen to know how to find you. And I also happen to know the colors that are driving the bands here. So just because you said that, I'm going to contact you and give you the colors so that you could put it on your charts. Yes. Ooh.
Henry misses the ugly chart. I knew there was some people that secretly liked ugly chart. It's okay. We had our fun. We had a good time with ugly chart. Everybody's a lot happier now. Tracy's happier. Deli's happier. When I tweeted that, everyone that liked the death of ugly chart tweet, I wrote
What
all
did
of your
Deli
names
say?
down
He
in
said
a book.
it needed to happen, right?
It needed to be done, I think, was the exact phrasing. It needed
Wow.
to be done.
Wow.
I know.
Wait, did you say I'm the best? And then you said jokes? Oh, the hats thing. Yeah. I've been told enough about the hats. They're going out. They're going out today. Deli ordered a hit on the ugly chart. He did.
Yes, he did. Ronto, I would just look at, so Ronto asks,
I'm going to take a picture of me dropping off boxes at the post office so that everyone actually knows the hats did go out.
Ronto's getting into order flow and wants to know about platforms for a DOM. Before you do that, I would just watch some DOM videos. I mean, there's a bunch of platforms that have DOMs. Jigsaw has a very famous DOM that is like red, white, and blue. That's kind of what you see if you dig into the old Axia trading videos on YouTube. I would start there and kind of just see like what is a DOM, how does a DOM work. We'll have some videos on the Painting the Tape website soon that XY, our resident DOM expert, is gonna be making for us. And hopefully soon we're going to have a good DOM solution for NinjaTrader that is the stuff that we utilize. And, I mean, we're a very specific set of weirdos when it comes to trading. So, I mean, I'm not surprised it's taking a second because we're needy,
Very needy.
very needy, extra. We're very extra.
It's not a dome reverso.
No, it is a dome. We went over this last time.
No, it's a dom.
You must be one of the nerds that coded it then. That's how I know. Nerd alert.
Did you say that or was that a clip? I can't tell.
That's right. Could be either. Could be both. That's funny, Joe. Dom. Train that on the Dom there. Downtown. Yin's about to go downtown. The Yin's put your parking chairs at.
Bro, are you trying to be like Eastern or Australian or like
No, this is a very specific Pittsburgh. This is Pittsburghese, Leo. Downtown. Job likes it. We have I think it was voted like the third ugliest accent in America. Alfonso's trying to sell this up here too. That's fun. I don't think anybody's going to win this thing, honestly. It's just like, I don't know. What would Chris do? We're out of the wedge. If I could draw, let's do crayon. You want to do some crayons, Leo? We got some time.
Crayon it up.
Yep. All right, let's do crayon here. And I will also crayon this. Yep.
I wish I could see your screen better somehow. That'd be
You
cool.
just have to pin. You have to pin the meeting and then blow it up big.
Pin the meet. Add pin.
Yeah. I think
And
it's
then
called
what?
like presenter view. Pin the it's one of those things.
Pin. Presenter view.
Ooh, move the POC up here. What do you guys think of my wedge? Chris, are you in here? Kane. Hey, Kane. Kane came out of nowhere to give you technical advice, Leo.
Oh, really?
Very
Click
kind
his
of you,
screen
yes.
share instead of the meeting. I'm doing that. Like, why can't I figure this out?
I don't know. No, Mr. VWAP, I have not made a high time frame chart for ES. That was on my to-do list, but then I didn't to do it.
Presenter view. Hide non-video participants.
All right, I'm gonna remove these. I don't want to see these lines. But it did make a nice wedge. and we broke it to the upside. But my guess is we're just.
I think it's because
right
I'm
back into it.
sharing. I don't get to see it. You guys are just messing with me. Oh, I got it.
You see? Well, I
Yeah.
deleted the thing. God, I took my lines off. You were taking too long. All right, you want to see my crayons again? I'll make one. All right. Crayon number 1. Here we go. And let's do crayon number 2.
Kane's DMing me instructions now. He's like, Leo, look. Do this, do this, do this. So I need yet another monitor to show your chart now.
Yep.
You
that's
sure
what I'm
about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
That's my new favorite thing. That's
Thank you,
my
Kane.
new favorite
Thank
thing.
you for the expert technical advice. You're my quant.
That's a good quote to have.
Kane
dude.
hasn't. Kane has. Is that the first time Kane has seen this?
Really? I'm a gift now? Yes,
They
Kane.
made you a gift.
They made you a gift.
Oh, it's brilliant. Replay it. Replay it.
Send it. Send it again.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Oh, it's inappropriate the amount of fun that they let us have. This is a truly hilarious.
It's our gift to you, NinjaTrader says.
So many gifts.
The fun is only getting started.
Maybe
There's
the fun.
more.
Maybe the fun is expedited once we get to like that 150K mark.
I need to be. Oh, speaking of.
Mm.
Okay, I need to be entertained by production because of how poor this market is right now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
So please up the entertainment value for everyone else. Last time I called them out, they yelled at me and said, "Well, maybe you should be more funny."
Oh, hold on. We have a real question, and this guy tried a couple times. Jim's 91. Sorry, dude. But the afternoon show, we get goofy, and Leo distracts me from actual teaching stuff, so it's mostly his fault. But Jim's asks, Stowe and Leo, how much more insight do you get with the more advanced DOM you guys have on the Order Flow Labs, where it shows at bid, at ask, in addition to the normal bid and ask size? So, Leo, you don't use at bid and at ask, do you?
Hell no.
Yeah, yeah. Only me and XY use that thing. So that's just a personal preference. Leo doesn't mess with that. And by the sound of his reaction, he thinks that we're both crazy people for using it. So I like it because it helps me gauge aggression. It helps me gauge, interest at a price. If someone's loading up a bunch of lots, then all of a sudden they're done and price moves away from that thing. That's stuff I like to see. It's like looking at a really zoomed in footprint that is also just only about like the current action. So a footprint chart is going to show you like the sum of, whatever candle period type you choose, like 5 minute, 15 minute, whatever. With the at bid and at ask, you can reset it to just see the continuous flow, and you can kind of see how it's developing. That's how I like to use it. But it's not for everybody, and it's not required. There's lots of tools that people use that I don't use too, and that's fine. I don't know. I hope that's helpful because you asked twice. I'm sorry I missed your first question. But again, Leo is
Sounded pretty helpful. I'll be right back. I got to do something real quick.
Okay. All right, chat. While Leo's gone, let's get all our Leo jokes out while we can. So just throw them into the chat. Just get all our Leo dunks out, and then we'll delete him as soon as he comes back. That's right. It's just us. Yes. Leo used to trade ES. So he claims. I've never seen it happen once. NQ, you're so gross when you do this to me. NQ has now made the world's goofiest high over here. Yeah, lost this. So I've been trying to hold on to this runner idea on NQ as well. I mean, we've dug back into the OR high, ticked the IB again. Now we're just, I mean, look at this. It's just a quintuple top up here. So I don't know. Again, it's roll week. I don't know how much more expansion I can expect. We've got a lot of points out of this day, so just got to be happy with what we get. But I'm trying to hold for 65, 99, 75. And then also new all-time high on NQ. If those come back on me, that's okay. That's the plan. Yes, Business Duck does trade the big size. He trades the big NQ. Business Duck has a lot of stories about the pit days. Oh, shit, they threw a bit. Okay, yeah. All right. I didn't have that screen up. I didn't see Business Duck was partying. Good to see you, Business Duck. I'm surprised you have time. I assumed you'd be rolling, your trillions of dollars of notional that you're slinging around for all your clients. Yeah, Business Duck is definitely an MM for sure. $91.75 got filled. Okay. Yeah, man, this is a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on up here. On ES, there's definitely a really big two-way that just came out of nowhere up here. But I mean, this is a trendy profile. This is like the cleanest capital P you're gonna see. Which is, big trend up, balance at the highs. Sometimes it'll just close here. Sometimes it presses a little more at the end. I did mention that this, you can't see it on the volume profile because it was so small, but right here, this was an exhaustive pop. We can't get back above it. So I don't know what the hell that means. Yeah, sure. Come on back, Leo. It's just me and Business Duck now.
All right.
This is a safe space.
Resume the share. Guess what we're going to do?
What are we doing?
So much trolling has been done about these hats.
It's true. Business Duck and Leo have never. No, that's not true. Leo was on with Business Duck the other day. Yes, kind of making a move here, homie.
I want everyone to focus on your trade.
Okay. I don't know how much there is to focus on, dude. It's moving at the speed of Sunday right now.
Sundays are fast, right? Because like everyone hates Monday.
I don't know. Sundays are the slowest day for me personally. I try to be as slow as humanly possible. if I don't get like if I don't fall asleep and miss a quarter of a football game, then I'm not doing Sunday correctly. That's what I'm trying to do on Sundays.
Let's see if this printer.
That's right, Throne Shop. Football is back, baby.
Oh no.
Are you gonna start? Are you shipping hats live right now? You printing
Yeah.
labels?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, this one's going to Germany.
nice.
They printed like 3 invoices. They're wasting sticker space.
Hey, no problem, Jims. No problem, brother.
All right.
Yeah, just look up if you're getting into Dom stuff, like watch some of those videos, figure out, what those columns are actually doing. You can get them on any platform for the most part. We also use pulling and stacking. Yeah, there's a couple different things that we're up to. So just watch other traders trade and see if those columns are something that would be helpful to you or not helpful. It's all just personal preference at the end of the day. Leo, what are you looking at on the DOM if you don't look at recent bid and recent ask, also called at bid and at ask? You're a pretty big pull stack guy, I think.
Pull stack. So mine has so I have 4 columns. There's just the resting bids and offers. So that would be column 1 is bids, column 4 is offers. So like if you think left to right,
Mhm.
and then column 2 is the pull stack bid. Then I have the price ladder, just the scale, and then column 3 would be offer. So pull stack offer. Then I just have my time and sales next to that. And then to the left of all of those things, I just have a delta profile that's more it's not compressed, right? Because like if you look at this leg to leg, it's compressed to 8 ticks because we're zoomed out. I mean, we're very zoomed in right now from an execution start standpoint. But on the DOM, you're literally, you're looking at every single tick. And so that looks kind of weird when you're trying to combine ticks on a ladder. And so my leg to leg profile is just it's uncompressed.
Cool.
That's it. That's all I have on mine. Because I found for me personally that just simplifying my view, just for a ladder is better for me. I can't do all the, at bid, at ask, tracking all of that, because a lot of them like has at bid, at ask, and then after 10 seconds, if it hasn't traded there, when we come back to it, then it resets. And I'm just like, I don't have the mental brain power to deal with all that.
Yeah. The way that I have mine set up, it never resets unless I click a button. So I don't look at those columns unless I'm like, I'm in the shit. I'm trying to figure it out like right now. Like I'm at my window of 4 points and then I'm clicking that thing. Reset, reset, reset. Okay, cool. See aggression, don't see aggression. It's just it's a way for me to see like micro sweeps. So if I see a bunch of stuff hitting the bid or hitting the offer, either way, and I'm hitting reset, it's still sweeping. Just judging that tiny reaction there. I don't know. It could be. Who knows if it's really useful? It's just something I do. I imagine there's a lot of stuff like that. It's like, is this helping? No, but I've always done it, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Hey, Chris, what's up, brother?
Hey, chill man, chill guy. Can you send me a DM? I sent you a DM.
Chris, could you ask this seller at 040s to please stop? I have just a few more points I'm trying to get out of this trade. Thanks in advance. This is Chris's target from this morning, Leo, right up here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the news spike from whatever the hell that was a day ago, 2 days ago.
The NQ?
Yeah.
That's all-time high.
No, 045. All-time high is 068, right? Pretty sure. uh Daniel, I'm not sure, says MES made a new high, but ES did not. Yes. It is important to remember, although they usually trade pretty close to each other, those are separate products. And especially during roll week, there are going to be times when they do not party as hard together. Sometimes they're going to get separate because different product. Some people didn't know that. So it's important to know that's not just like a smaller version of the same thing. It is kind of, but it trades at different prices. Ronto asks, are all the DOMs identical or they show different data on different platforms? The data is going to be the same, like just depending on what software you're using, it's going to have different features. Some have, most of the same things, some don't. But it's all the same. It's all the exact same data. There is no way to get different data to show up in the futures market because it comes from one place. That's why it's cool.
That's the beautiful thing about futures markets is the centralized exchange.
Yeah.
Is the arbitrage in the room with us right now?
It's not. No, I don't arb anything. Unless it's like different weird things in my life. Like I was trying to arb that casino room with bonus points earned online. I do those. Those are arbs, right? That counts. Leo, let me ask you this. So Chris looks at previous day high as the high of the entire session daily candle. We only look at RTH for that. Do you know other, like, I don't know. It's
Other
so
what?
that would be like previous overnight high for us.
Wait, repeat that.
So I got on today and Chris was like, I'm targeting previous day high for this runner. And I think we were above it. Because I had previous day high as 24K, but he was looking at the previous high of the entire candle. So the entire daily candle, including the Globex session, that would be, 24,045 or so. I was like, oh man, that's never occurred to me to take those previous overnight highs into account as well. I mean, I look at them, especially if they're a news spike like that. I write those news spikes down.
Yeah, I mean, it would be too much to always have.
Yeah.
But on the higher time frame, like on my 60-minute, it's already there. So it's easier for me to just reference those major swing points versus like the prior 24-hour session.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm constantly going back and forth on like how much to use RTH only stuff, how much to use things that include Globex sessions. And like that got me thinking today, because I've had so much time to think today. In my daily planning, I use a 60-minute chart. I use a 4-hour chart sometimes. And that's going to include like those highs and lows are included. Whereas my daily MGI is only really looking at RTH. So I don't know. That gave me some ideas, because I look at Globex more than you do for stuff anyway. And I'm trying to figure out that Globex, that weird European V range thing. So no, just cool stuff to think about. JD Trader says, I have a really bad habit of trying to call tops and bottoms. Do either of you struggle with this? I don't. I think that the only, honestly, I think that this whole thing is just part of the internet. I think that calling tops and bottoms really wasn't a thing until it just became a way to touchdown dance on Twitter about it. There's really no reason to do it. No real traders try to call tops and bottoms. There's no extra points for, getting an ego boost out of calling tops and bottoms. I don't think it's a thing that exists outside of the internet. And it's super toxic to actual trading. So there's really no need. There's really no need to do it. You just need to figure out how many points you need to extract from the market. And if you have a system to do that, just do that. Once you realize that, like, it's not a contest, because I mean, social media is framed like a contest. I can understand how you can get mixed up into that. But once you realize that it's not a contest and you're just like really, it's just you against you, you stop worrying about that stuff, because it's not important at all. Well, we got a new high in ES. We have not got a new high in NQ yet. Still dragging up there. We'll see if we can get it. What do we got? 330? 330. Yeah. Stowe is just always right, so he doesn't struggle. That's right, Peter. That's right. It's hard to struggle when all you do is win 24/7, honestly. So what I would recommend is just try winning more if you're ever struggling. No, I mean, I struggle with so many things, but like that ain't it. Because I don't care. There's really no way to properly call a top and a bottom, and you don't even know one's in until like one is in. So
I think the best way to stop yourself from doing something dumb, like trying to call tops or bottoms. No offense, by the way, is
to who? To me?
no. Like if
Oh.
you have a propensity to want to always sell a top or pick a bottom,
Oh yeah.
is just watch it and don't do anything, and just force yourself to not do anything, but just watch it.
Yep.
And then you can sit there and do nothing while the market makes tops and bottoms. And then you can, realize mentally that every trade you would have taken probably would have been bad situation. And then you can develop a strategy to, once a top or bottom has formed, to join to get on the trend of that, change in direction.
Yeah, that's a good point. Have you ever woken up have you ever not traded and then looked at a day and been like, oh boy, glad I didn't trade today? I see this day would have had my number. That certainly happened to me a lot. And that was one thing that really stuck in my head about it's okay to see what happens. It's okay to have hold on one second. I'm going to take this off here. And then I'm going to put some MES on. That was a good way for me to get into that mode. Let's get my Dom. Hello, Mr. Dom. Select my account, and I will. All right. So I took my. I'll show this over here, I guess. So I took my ES position off. Here at 65.97.25. I'm gonna hold a couple MES for 6,600 just for fun, or I'll just kill him if we fade back towards the point of control. But I didn't want to leave 9 points on the table looking for 2 more. Not after this day. So.
Why is this so complicated? I have to find
What are you
the
doing right
Schedule
now?
B. Well, one of these things is going to the UK.
Are you still shipping stuff?
Ensemble.
I forgot. You've been so quiet over there. I forgot what bit you were running.
Yeah. They literally don't have hats.
Big Frank. The volume delta on the chart is a order flow labs study. And yeah, I have that. I just have it up. Subscribe to Order Flow Labs, get the study, party on. Okay, JD Trader. Here's something for you. So JD says they're a great trader coming off a level. I suck at following the trend until it stops. Okay, that's good information to have for yourself. So you know what you're good at, you know what you suck at. You don't have to do the things that you suck at. I spent years trying to figure out how to be good at catching short continuation trades. Guess what? I suck at that. Woof. Like Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof. I suck really hard at that. So I just don't do it anymore. And you can find positive expectancy in not doing something in the same way that you can doing something. So if you suck at that, all you have to do is find ways to identify when the market is trending and then leave it alone. And then you can find ways to identify when the market is not trending or is more responsive to the type of trading that you are good at. And then that's when you engage with the market. And you can give yourself more positive expectancy doing that than you can trying to get good at situations that you're not naturally good at. You can do it for fun if you want to, but don't burn your money on it. Focus on the things that you're good at, and that will also give you confidence. That will make you a better trader because you'll have the confidence of knowing that you're good at that, and that you can, you can start to build good habits off of that foundation too. Yeah, throwing shop. I'm having fun all day, baby.
Got it. Labels are done.
Let's see if we can get this turkey at 6,600. He's just sitting there. Just trying. Again, I got this guy going on up here. So I'm going to take one off at a tick above in case we splash him. Nobody wants to see my level 1 Dom, so I'm just going to keep him over here. But actually, I'll put him over here. There we go. Yeah, baby said that's a good R risking 9-1. No, it's not. That's why I took that trade off. Hey, Paul, what's up, buddy? What's up, Ryan? Question for both Leo and Stowe. What was your biggest hurdle to becoming consistently profitable, and what did you do to overcome it? Once I started to make money, I really lost track of the amount. Like, money got extremely confusing for me very fast. Similar thing happens in poker. You can kind of get blinded by what you're up to. You can get lost in the sauce and really lose perspective, especially when you start making money. And so when you start making it, that's why you typically start to give it back at a faster rate, because you lose the perception of like, what's your pain point for losing money, that sort of thing. So to become consistently profitable, honestly, I just like got to a point where I knew when I needed to turn the game off. I knew when I needed to press, and just being brutally honest with myself in those moments, that helped a lot.
Do you know what I had to do?
What'd you do?
We spoke, somebody asked, like, do you struggle? Do you love fading tops and buying bottoms?
Yeah.
Like, no matter how well more educated I became about trading and, developing strategies, like I wanted to always fade markets. And I had to figure out a way to stop, because those I would just consistently just crush it, like, normal, like a normal market, I would just consistently crush. And then anytime we had like a trend develop, I'm always trying to pick that bottom or top in the trending market. Very, want to be very clear on that. I would get run over on those days and give back, a significant portion of, P&L.
Yeah.
And when that happens, what you don't realize is that markets tend to trend in a singular direction more often than they mean revert, or not more often. It's actually about half.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
And so if you realize that, then, if you're winning, 3 days and losing 2, but those 2 days that you lose, you're losing more than your average win. And so what I had to do is stop trying to be the hero. In poker terms, I would relate it to playing hero poker.
Yep.
So kind of the same thing in trading, just trying to be the hero, the big dog, what the market's going to do. Like, everyone's wrong, da 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 da. Well, everyone's not wrong when the market's going in one direction and you're on the other side of it. You're actually the wrong person.
Yep.
So, getting that out of my system was the one thing that held me back, and the one thing that helped me, find that consistent success, and not getting run over on those days was really important for me. Yeah, base hits and scaling in and out help with that. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, hey, most people know what rolling is. Cool. That's good. The poll results are in, baby. JD Future says Stowe's profitable. Great point. Great point, bud.
Big burn.
Sick burn. Yeah.
Big heart. JD Futures gave you big heart.
I like a sick burn. No problem, Ryan. Anytime. JD, Leo, trend days are my worst days. I'm always looking to fade that move instead of getting on board. Yeah, man. It's weird.
So no mean reversion at all? No, I do. Absolutely. Tons of mean reversion. The difference is I don't put mean reverting trades on when the market is trending. And so being able to be aware of that condition, that market condition, is my kind of filter for, deploy like a mean revert strategy versus either just staying off of the market or, jumping in with the momentum.
Yep.
Good advice. I could have used it earlier. I just blew up 58 accounts, 59
That's
now.
a lot. That's a lot of accounts. Yeah,
That's
baby.
a lot of trading for
That's a lot of.
That's a lot of trading for a 5-minute speech, I'm just saying. You're good at
Dude, you're
blowing
going very
accounts.
fast.
So here's the plus for you is that you're so good at blowing accounts. When you get good at not blowing accounts, you're going to make so much money.
That's true.
Rookie numbers, Job says. How long does it take to recognize if it's a trend day? I would say there are characteristics that you can look for to frame whether a day is likely to be a trend or likely to not be a trend. For me, the most important thing would be there's two things. The opening drive, if the high or the low is put in on that first opening print, that's a sign. It's not the sign, it's a sign. And then single prints would be the next sign, and you can have a single print until I mean, you can have one about an hour and a half into the session, and that, I'm not going to wait for an hour and a half, right, to then say, oh, it's a trend. You still have 7 hours, 6 hours to trade at that point. But if you can't recognize that the market is trending by an hour and a half in, you probably got run over in that morning session. And so I'll lean on that opening range. If you use a 5-minute or a 1-minute, it doesn't matter what you use. If you use something, you'll notice that oftentimes, and even Pac said this 2 weeks ago, is that we had that Friday open that the high was made in that first 30 seconds and then we never looked back.
Yeah.
That's a bearish open, right? So if you notate those, if you can kind of build yourself a range of parameters that lean itself to be a market that's trending, emotional, or a market that's mean reverting, then you're going to do yourself a lot of favors because you'll be able to recognize when those things are occurring and when they're not. And that's what's important. Knowing the environment that you're in is equally, if not more important than being able to pick positions to trade from or spots to trade in that execution layer.
I'll also add that the exact amount of time that it takes to find out if you're in a trend day is 6.5 hours. And unfortunately,
after the market's closed.
Unfortunately, you won't be able to trade it once the market closes. So the best thing you can do is to come up with ideas to find, identify a trend along the way, be willing to take a step back when that idea isn't working anymore. This is a really good example of a pretty pure trend day on ES today. We just I use VWAP bands to judge what if we're in a trend. Looks like we haven't touched VWAP itself since, I don't know, 9:48 this morning. So that's another big sign. We have single prints. That's another big sign. All that
So
stuff.
that's like you have two sets of singles right there.
Yeah.
So for me, that's hands off shorts. Why? Because I know that only 18% of the
Attention
time,
traders, it's algo time.
All right.
thanks, Kane.
What you got?
Only 18% of the time are we actually going to close below the single prints. So what does that tell me? That historically, when we have the single prints, the trend overall is going to continue throughout the day. So why would I not want to just look for longs as my primary strategy unless some weird, full-on reversal happened versus trying to catch some type of top? So that's what I mean is develop those things for yourself so that you have kind of a characteristics, you have environment, you have different things you can, look at from a data standpoint that says like, hey, you ideally you should avoid, mean revert strategy and deploy momentum strategy, or just buy pullbacks with the trend or sell pullbacks with the trend or whatever that might be.
Whoop.
See, Philip, so
Whoop.
that type of stat is very unhelpful because that first hour being green doesn't, the stats like that, they compare prior day close, the returns from prior day close to the first hour being green or red is just not like the best example. So you have to be careful with stats like that because it's just going to, if you say, well, the first hour is green, so I'm just going to get long, right? You have to put it in context of the first hour being green against what? Are we opening above yesterday's close and the first hour is green? So like we're going to be, it's going to have a positive return most days when that happens. It's all, you have to put all of that into context. So some of those stats just on their own don't really have much merit. They don't really give you any better view in the market than anything else. You like using the 15-minute OR? Awesome.
That's cool.
What is a single print? Here, I'll show you. Since we have a couple today. Okay, so if you can see on this chart, there's the so we have the high of this prior candle and the low of this prior candle. There's no overlap between this high and this low. Here, let me crosshairs local. Okay. So we have this high right here from this candle, and then we have this low here. There's no overlap. So when you see the body of a candle that kind of looks like there's a gap between this candle and this candle, this is a single print. So this would be on a 30-minute time frame. And so we have two single prints today. All these other candles have overlap. This candle traded this throughout the whole range of this candle, et cetera, et cetera. So that would be a single print. Because this wick covered this whole body, then it doesn't matter. Like we're not going to have a single print. Here, if we had some type of spike and then we had another candle after this, like just say like the next candle period opened up here, then the body of this candle could be theoretically a single print.
We've got all the folks being, this is an FVG on a 30-minute time frame.
Okay, sure, yeah. But not all FVGs, okay, are single prints. Because you guys with FVGs would call this guy a single print right here, right? Let me box this because there's a difference. There is a difference. Okay, so this guy right here, you would call this an FVG. It's not a single print because there's information behind, there's trading behind it. Single prints are truly going to show you breakouts, right? An FEG is going to show you a break of a, whatever. Like this doesn't always mean indicative of trend, whereas this is usually going to be indicative of trend. So yes, all single prints would be seen as FEGs, but not all FEGs are single prints. That's the best way to say it. Hope that helps.
Ryan likes it. This is good learning.
Good learning.
It is good learning. This is some good learning. Well, I was one tick away from getting filled up there. I mean, who knows how many? Only 12 lots traded at 6,600. Who knows where I'm at in the queue for MES?
Oh, you're still on?
Yeah, I took off my one lot at 97 and a quarter, and then I put two MES on. Yeah, I hate the double data series thing.
You're not even paying for market data for full depth?
No, why? Why would I do that? You know how cheap I am.
That's true. I do know how cheap you are. Do you have auto centering on?
No, I just don't look at it. I just turn it on, and then I'll just minimize it. I just put two lots on just to do it. Yeah, Damon, the idea of single prints involves auction market theory and market profile, and that is all 30-minute increments. Each 30-minute increment of the day is assigned a letter, and that's where all that comes from. So yeah, that's when we say single prints, we're talking about 30 minutes.
That was all created in the 80s, right? So it's been around. Yeah, some of those ideas have been around for 40 years.
Yep.
Still applicable today. Sotomayor created the FEG in the 80s. Very applicable today, This is not going to give you like an execution edge. It will give you an edge in understanding what state the market's in. And that is going to help your overall edge. You're welcome, Mahagi.
Let's see what we got at the close here. This could be a little fun. Where'd my guy go? Where'd my super dome at?
What is the sample size of the single print stat? It's over the past 4 years. I don't remember how many single prints. I think it was like 700 single print, 700 days with single prints over that 4-year period. ICT.
Oh, that was Jim. That was Scalper that made that joke.
You guys are hilarious.
That makes sense.
Fireworks Friday, Ferragamo Friday.
It's coming, baby. It's
Oh
gonna be
yeah, Daddy's gonna get his Ferragamos.
Yeah.
I'm excited. We'll see. You think you're gonna feel good enough? I bet you're gonna feel good enough. You haven't called. You called in sick like never. So yeah. I ain't buying this shit.
Well, it's just the thing is like if I sound bad, they don't like it. They don't want me to sound bad.
Oh, you're fine.
The NinjaTrader people.
The NT they. All right.
Do the orders on the tape move the market? The orders on the tape indicate people that are lifting the offer or selling the bid. The only way for a market to move would be people that are conducting, at market, at ask, at bid, etc. It just depends on what is the volume of people that are hitting the bid or lifting the offer compared to the other party, selling, the others. It's a balance. And so it just depends, more buyers than sellers, more sellers than buyers. That's the joke.
It's true though.
Nice little liquidation into the close.
Yeah. Just straight left that little note up there.
Yep. All right. It's been fun.
Ding, 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 baby.
It's been real. And we're literally going to go to sleep, wake up tomorrow, trade with Pax or trade after Pax. Hopefully he'll stay on with us for a little bit, just like he did last time. And we'll trade with XYZ and myself unless I sound too bad.
Sounds good. Text me early so I can be at the driving range or not. Let me know.
Okay, buddy.
All right. Thanks, chat. Yeah, tune in tomorrow. Don't miss it. Friday's awesome. Most important message of the day. Be safe out there. Take care of each other.
Peace.
Peace.